Hey y'all, it's your girl Sarah the One here, back with another message. I told y'all I was gonna cut my motherfucking hair off again. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that follow. Hit that notification bell if you want your own message, tarot message. Email me at spiritualoasis@gmail.com. Let us pray. Confirmation bird. So we are just gonna get in a quick little message for Libra today. Libra. Did I say collective? I meant Libra, because I am on Libra now. Okay, so Libra, let's see what y'all need right now. I'm probably gonna start y'all with affirmations. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna start with Libra right now. We're gonna start y'all with some affirmations. We're gonna see what the tea is, what y'all need, what y'all don't need. Let's do what I've been doing. I've been doing angel messages actually, so just some angel guidance for Libra. I probably would specifically say angel guidance for y'all. So let's see what y'all have right now. I don't know why. I don't know if this y'all energy or mine, because that's how I'm gonna be channeling. But I was gonna say, I don't know why people bothering me. I don't feel bothered personally, so I feel like this is y'all energy I'm picking up on. So maybe Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus as well. You also got Libras. Y'all can have something squared going on squared right now in y'all chart. It's not just like the Pluto retrograde energy. It could be some sort of also distinct irritation. So maybe that's why y'all feeling very extra irritated or sensitive or not fulfilled. So maybe something is squaring to put some sort of like pressure or like opposition on you to push you forward, or for you maybe to take some time to go within, to see something, to see what you need, to see what's bothering you. This could be in your work, finances. This could be in relationship. This could be in your home. This also could do with something with like your father issues, Libra. Yeah, which makes you have issues in your stability or being stable, which also, if you are a woman, the type of partners you choose. If you are a man, the type of man you are to your partners. So you could be feeling like a short fuse, just really irritated, I'm hearing. I need some beer. Okay, so let's see what Libra needs. Gratitude. What are you grateful for, Libra? How are you feeling today, Libra? How did you spend your time today, Libra? Are you thankful you are awake? Are you thankful you have a house and home to stay at? Oh my God. Oh, yo. Girl, you need to walk the other way. She checking the dog to make sure he not fucked up. Okay. Y'all know how it's like, this woman got her dog. This girl look like a dog walker, or these are her dogs. Baby, I'm at the park, and these motherfuckers just, they just threw hands that fast. Swear to God. But they just stopping just to make sure, which is, you know, responsible. They just made sure they dogs, you know, didn't fuck each other up. That shit was fast. So I don't know if y'all need to knock a bitch out. I don't know if y'all need to address some shit, just one and done, some shit just pop. Or y'all feel like how I'm saying, Libra. It's giving some Mars energy, some Marsh energy. That shit got me. I ain't lit, but it's like I'm channeling y'all energy, but like that shit just turned me up. Like, y'all hear him barking and growling? She said, stop. Stop. But like the owners of the dogs are okay, because normally if you genuinely know how your dogs work, you're not gonna be too mad about that. Also, they friends. They just was inviting themselves to walk dogs. Okay. Oh, okay. So she just, okay, and it ain't, but you know what it is, y'all? The one the woman got, he a little smaller than these other two dogs, so I think they were trying to bitch him. But he kind of smelling the other dog ass. And it's really like the big one. I'm hearing the word bully, so just work with me. So I think the other girl, it's a brunette. Well, shit, both of them brunette. One got brunette hair and one blonde, okay? And so the brunette got two big ass dogs. I don't know what them dogs called. And then the blonde guy, like a smaller dog, but he ain't like a chihuahua or nothing. He probably just like, I don't know, a more normal size dog. I don't know. And I don't want to put nobody on my shit. But basically, they drove up, she got out her car, the dog said, whoa, and then I said this shit. Then the owners are calm. So I was gonna say initially, like, oh, those owners are calm because immature, because you know a lot of times you hear people crazy as fuck over their animals, but not real people lives. But we'll save there for another discussion. But if someone attacks somebody else's dog, it's like a whole, I'm gonna sue you, get your fucking dog. Like, people usually are more emotional. So my interpretation was, okay, some sort of instance, some sort of argument, but people are not emotional for some of y'all. And then as I said that, at the same time, the dog went back to try to attack the other dog again. So I don't know. So some of y'all could be in like this very fighty energy with someone. For some of y'all, it may be like an emotional outburst. Someone may be arrogant, but y'all may like one and done, hash that shit out, and it be cool, quiet, and calm. For others, it may continue, right? Because the dogs was calm in the first bit. The owners was calm in the first bit. And they got their dogs, but as they started walking with each other, like they homegirls or whatever, and also probably the dogs not used to each other because they knew the dog tried to attack it again, but again, the owners are calm. So I feel like something about whether you are the party where you having an argument or disagreement with something or somebody, and it's like one and done, it's like, okay, we come, we cool, versus maybe it continues as you're like getting to know each other or trying to find some sort of medium or what is it, like mediation, like middle ground or whatever, or you disperse. I heard it just varies, but overall, like, the owners were calm. So it's giving like God is the owners to me, your ancestors are the owners, you getting angelic guidance right now. Be calm no matter what. Be calm no matter what. Okay, so you or he or she or somebody may be arrogant. Be calm, because it also is giving some sort of attack. Remember, the dogs attacked each other. Y'all know I'm about justice, sovereignty, spiritual warfare is the thing, but I do believe you can alchemize at it at a certain point of transitioning and ascending and healing, and mostly being yourself, being with God, and being authentic, and just being on your own timeline with the right people, right places, right things. More than likely at a certain point, like, you won't be getting hit for real. And I do wholeheartedly believe that it's possible. Somebody said, is it? It is. It's a journey. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but it's possible. But yeah, and it's another bitch with her dog. No shade. I don't mean no harm or derogatory terms when I say bitch. I'm just street. I'm proper, I'm cute, I'm nice, but I'm also street. And that's just what it is. But she just walked on by. So it's something with people, parties, energies, entanglements. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. It's something with, naysayers, haters. It's something with conflict, need for resolution. Sometimes resolution does come from conflict, but I'm getting the guidance of you just need to be calm, regardless if you are the first group where y'all hash it out and y'all diffuse it, y'all cool, pool, whatever we pool, we chilling poolside, or maybe the next group where it's probably not gonna be a resolution and it's gonna be a lot of fighting and bickering and back and forth. I said bickering, but I was trying to say back and forth and bickering. And it could lead to more resolution for you when this person, place, or thing, or just being diffused and just ends. Okay, so it just varies. So I heard the word stagnant. I'm getting a lot of downloads with y'all. I heard the word stagnant, or things have just not been flowing like they used to in certain situations and scenarios. Your energy could have been up and down today for some reason. You could have felt zapped. You could have felt up. Those are like ascension symptoms as well too. So just be aware of that. You could sometimes be like, and then sometimes like, oh my god, I feel asleep, or I feel super tired, but then you just go back to up. It's like you're going through some sort of deep ascension and healing. You're releasing a lot of karmic things, karmic energy, karmic ties, karmic cords. Libra is still an air sign, but it gives me a lot of earth kind of, because it in Taurus is a little similar to me. Hell, Libra could probably be the Empress as well. But just like indulging the finer things, nice things, music, fun, beauty, the sun. Libra is their energy to me. It ain't just justice, contracts, and love. It's Venetian ruled though, so that's probably why. And Taurus is, y'all, what rule Taurus? Is it the Earth or is it Venus? We're gonna go with both today. I'm having a mind fart. And something about that, like mind farts could be significant. You could like in a moment lose your train of thought. And I hope I didn't confuse y'all with that dog example. It's just, you know, whether you knew means somebody and it's a lot of hesitation, or you have been getting to know somebody and there's been a lot of hesitation, that's significant. Or you already been in a certain situation with somebody or something and it's been a lot of hesitation and like barking, the owners will come. So it's giving guidance, like no matter what become, because at the end of the day, whether you're supposed to be with somebody or in an environment, whether you're supposed to be working with somebody or with somebody, the conflict is going to naturally do what it's supposed to do. Like, you don't have to fight, you don't have to argue. You should still, you know, speak, communicate, share your point, but you don't got to yell, you ain't got to scream, you ain't got to try to make the person understand. You just speak what's true. Libra is justice and Libra does deal with truth. So don't lie, don't guess, like just speak what's true. Even if you know, like, you about to see somebody, have a meeting with somebody, go out with somebody, speak to somebody, talk to somebody, or somebody hit you up, just like, you know, God, and such as, may y'all help me speak what's true. I don't know what this conversation gonna be, or it's been kind of, every time we talk, it's like very much a lot of energy, but may we just speak with truth. And I pray that I especially speak with truth, because I can't control nobody, you know, no expectation, but like, let me just speak with truth. And Spirit said they may set the standard. Like, if you start in the energy of, you know, peace and truth and just doing what's necessary in the conversation, the person may follow that energy. So yeah, let's see, what does Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus need collectively in it? General message, whoever needs it resonates. Oh, a lot of little kids playing their little t-ball. It's little young kids in baseball. Or what does the girls play? Softball? And all the dads getting ice creams and shit at the ice cream truck. So you could be a father. I did say something about a father. Or stuff like that. It's healing the seed, touching the seed. You could be healing your father wound. Actually, actually some of y'all's father wound for some of y'all is healed. And you feel lighter about it. Like, whether you never had a dad, or your daddy wasn't shit, or never was in your life, or never existed, you never known them, you could be okay about it. You could finally be okay about it. And I heard you can finally be okay about it. Yeah, it's okay. No matter whether they was in your life or not in your life, like, release. It's okay. Yeah, you're healed. Whoever you are, y'all are healed. When it comes to that father wound, you are healed. And sometimes you got to proclaim it. Sometimes you've been doing so much work, so much healing, learning to protect yourself, learning to provide for yourself, learning to be stable, learning to be secure in who you are. Not just looking at everything you have physically, but just in your mind, body, soul, spirit, your mindset, your beliefs, your authority, your sovereignty, what works for you, what doesn't. Like, you're finally at the point where it's like, I'm okay. I'm mature. I've matured. I've healed that masculine wound in me, male or female. Like, I'm okay. Like, I can be a good father, or I can be a good man, I can be a good woman, regardless. Like, I know what it takes to be with a good man. I know what it is to protect and provide for myself. I know what it is to be stable in myself. Y'all, I saw 2 bunnies today. You're very fertile, whether you are male or female, man or woman. Fertility is significant. So now this is helping you be in this very fertile energy because you're stable. And maybe y'all was always stable, maybe just some conflict, like I said, some warfare, just some energetic shifts are going on or been happening, or some delays made you feel like you wasn't psychologically, but you always were if you never felt like you were. Yeah, this rabbit eating, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Eat up a little bit. Okay, what do we have for Libra? Yeah, heart chakra. Love is the heart of the matter. So whatever this job or this person is, speaking love, speaking God, I heard speaking tongues. If you feel like they're gonna make your ass speak in tongues, do this shit before, okay? You know, and if somebody got you so stressed up, or a person got you so stressed up that you work with or talk to where it's like, every time I talk to them, I gotta speak in tongues. Like, you know, speaking in tongues is a good thing, but it's giving like, I gotta go pray so much, or they drive me so much, or I gotta calm myself so much just to be with them, talk to them, connect with them, work with them, be around them. Like, that's giving like you're not really sane, and you have like a temporary peace, you know, and you're going to God. You're supposed to go to God, but if you got to speak in tongues every time you deal with somebody, that's not your person, or that's not your partner. And when I say partner, the person you're working with, you know. So if you have any, you know, I'm not providing legal advice or nothing like that, but if you have any like legal matters, anything like that, you need to be aware of it. And it says heart chakra. It says it's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. The other day I was reading, I was not showing the cards. My bad. So yeah, y'all can trust this guidance as well. This is from your angels. What else does Libra need? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Now I do hear, I'm hearing the song "I'm Not What You Need" by Tim's. It's significant. I feel like I said that in another reading. Was it Gemini? I don't think it was Gemini. Well, maybe it was Gemini. One at a time. Is there anything this Libra needs? I have been talking the whole time. Your innocence. It says, beloved. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. It says, give us your feelings of heaviness so that we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart. What's more? Okay, y'all. So I had guilt because I haven't ate all day. I ate like a half of something from my friend when I was getting my hair done. Well, my homeboy, he came out there to see me and my homegirl. He got homeboy, and he brought her lunch, but he was going to like a taco truck. I don't eat that shit, so I was like, I don't want it. But he like had a big ass quesadilla, and it was like split. So he didn't touch that other part of my heart, and he was like, y'all want to split? And so I ate the half because I like the quesadillas. I don't like the tacos, so I assumed he had got tacos. And that's all I had, and that was like before 10, and it's like after 6. And like juice. That's all I had. So I was like, damn, I really want something that's like healthy, but maybe I should get that. But I kind of was craving something that was unhealthy, and I felt guilt. And as I was reading this, it was like, you know, don't carry the guilt, give the guilt away. I guess because I want to indulge, so I think I'm gonna go with what I feel guilty about, because I just really want it. Sometimes it's okay to get what you want. Sometimes it's okay to indulge. Sometimes it's not about health. Sometimes it's just about what you want. And I guess that's a message. Libra is about, you know, the finer things, life, luxury, indulging. And I know my message is all over the place, but I hope it's making sense. But it's like, sometimes it's just okay. For some of y'all, I'm finna switch the message. Sometimes if that's the person, that's the person. Sometimes that's the business opportunity, that's the business opportunity. Sometimes I'm talking fast too. So some of y'all are feeling this giving Mercury energy, but like, things may be coming to you fast, happening to you fast, being channeled to you fast, being communicated to you fast in a good, positive way. And so it's almost like I'm taking this as a sign the way my energy just went from very fighty, flighty to, I'm assuming once the conversation is had and once the clarity is had and given, and that could be timeless, it could take a day, a month, a year, or whatever, that if a decision is necessary to cut or be with something or start something or be with somebody, if you want to do it and you have guilt, you want to do it. It's okay. See them in innocence, see yourself in innocence, no matter what happened in the past. But again, if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm speaking in tongues, I gotta do all this warfare type energy, I gotta pray, I gotta cleanse, I gotta do that, that's too much. And in a way, you know, people say God is their father. I say God is my mother, personally. But I'm gonna use it for y'all because I feel like y'all like that. No shade, I don't care. But I fuck with everybody. But it's like, if you saying God is your father, so you come into, okay, so God is your father. So that's the best example, because most people say it like that for y'all. You know, God to me is a woman, but it's not even a male, or it's not even male or woman. It's feminine, but it created masculine properties for Earth, for us, and we just gonna leave it at that. But it's a more feminine, it ain't even probably, I mean, I guess it's feminine, yeah, because it's more of a womb. It's a birthing thing, and only women technically can birth. So that's why I connected to that. Not woman, just feminine. And to me, it's more of an energy anyway. Or maybe it's an alien. Who knows, right? I have a lot of conspiracy theories, and I'm processing what I feel about what God is. However, y'all may be like me, and I just threw that in there. But at the same time, like, it's love, it's overcompassing, it loves you, it protects you, it provides you, whether it's male, female, masculine, feminine, or both, whatever, okay? I'm gonna keep it right there. I'm not gonna go to the others. So I'm not gonna really get in that religious shit. So still no shade, but all are welcome. So y'all, a lot of y'all say like God is your father. So in your mind, when you say, oh, you know, speaking in tongues to me is not like literal, it's just like metaphorical. Because usually when you in church, right, people are praying, they're praying and praising God so much that they begin to get to a higher level of consciousness or alignment or flow, to where they literally feel like they're chanting or in a chant, to where they're speaking in tongues, praising God. But for some of y'all, I'm not getting it like this. Sometimes a lot of things that I say, for some reason, God explains it to me the opposite. I have been like this for at least 6, 7, 8 years. And I had to learn that. But if for some reason it works for my mind. So maybe it's like, I feel like y'all, and I'm renting, I feel like I'm kind of is neurodivergent. And I feel like a lot of people, as we've been waking up, have been realizing like they kind of on the spectrum and learning disabilities and how we process the world. Like we really don't process the world how we was taught. So I know I am. So sometimes a lot of shit just make more sense to me, even if I know what the word means, if I use it in the opposite way. I don't know why. I even transpose numbers and shit sometimes. I do a lot of shit. And I didn't realize this as I became more myself, did more spiritual self-help. Self-work. I've even did therapy, like little therapy and stuff like that. Reiki. I did a lot of this shit, okay? Body attunements. You name it, I probably didn't damn near did. I ain't did everything, but I did a lot of stuff. Light code activations and shit. Because I'm all about myself, learning myself, and I don't want to be what I'm not. I don't want the world to tell me what I am. Like, that's what they do. So this is very specific for you, Libra, for me to share like this, even though I pulled 2 cards. But for some of y'all, you know, it's like, oh, I speak in tongues, da da da. But the way I was interpreting it, like my energy was not like I'm happy, I'm praising. Like it's like, Lord Jesus, I gotta cross them with holy water. I gotta speak in tongues, confirmation of horn hump. I gotta pray over forgiving them. I gotta figure out if they real, they fake. I gotta figure out if they mature, if they a snake. That's too much. And it may be a conversation that's necessary, a conversation about to happen to do work with this person or talk to this person. Or maybe I'm confirming and you already did, and it really took that much the whole time while you were working with this person, being in this business, being in this operation, being in these contracts. Because something about contracts is significant, but sometimes you can have contracts with people for your soul journey. Like all soulmates ain't forever. Or maybe it was a soulmate contract, like I'm speaking of specifically. And maybe you just felt like it wasn't just like they wasn't the worst person, but it just took so much spiritual cleansing and attunement and refinement and sight and literally ordination and dedication. Like, in my opinion, yeah, God won't bless no mess. Yeah, God won't give us nothing difficult. For one, we got free will. It's on us, period. For two, God send us people all the time, right or wrong, all the time, to test us, use us, grow us. And then sometimes we just attract people naturally because we all have free will, free energy. And like sometimes, bitch, if somebody walk up to you, that don't mean God brought them to you for good or for bad. It just is. It could be either way. Okay. But for me, if I got to go to God every day, every week about a man, baby, that's my answer. And then if I get with a person and I gotta doubt who they are every day, every week, or every month, and never stops, something's wrong with this person. Right? And someone say, well, maybe it's warfare. I do believe that. I do believe people can cause confusion spells, chaos spells. They can do breakup spells. Sometimes people can just cause chaos and confusion on how you see your person versus how they see you. Drama, a lot of false narratives, flying monkeys. But even then, prayer is real and it works. And if you resonate with my channel, I feel like you're probably a baby coming to like the vibration that we own in our collective, or you own our vibration, right? So you have a higher knowing, not than everybody, but you just have a very higher knowing in relationship with God, okay? Whatever God is for you, right? And so you would know. And if you've been confused and you've been delayed, and maybe you was like the second part of the doggy setup where it's like bickering, always bickering. It's just consistent bickering, and you gotta pray and do holy water and speak in tongues, and you literally feel like you know, some demonic shit going on, or it's just stressing you, and it's just every time I gotta pray, every time I gotta go to God. And again, if it was something overt in your face, you would just make the decision yourself. So for me, this is saying it's something covert, something that's hidden, something you can't see, but something instinctively, discerningly is like, go to God. But it's like, bitch, cool, God is probably telling you to go to God, or your Ori or your higher self is doing it, but that's a sign itself, right? Why am I keep going to God about this work, this job, this partnership, this connection? Why? Every day, every week? It could be a year, 2 years, 9 months, 5 months, 6 months. Bitch, warfare is real, but those chains do be broke. There do be breakthroughs. There do be genuine separations. Even people reconcile, and sometimes it just splits. Some shit just is what it is, and that's your spirit telling you, baby, this ain't no such thing as too much God, but you're really coming to me a lot about this person. So I think that's your answer. So y'all take that as the resonate. For everybody else, it's an opportunity to forgive, see this person, this place, this situation, this contract with innocence. So all that bickering was necessary for conflict, for change, for paperwork, for people getting what they want, they deserve, for things being equal for you and this person, for everybody getting an equal share in that partnership, and for everybody feeling like they're valued. Something about values, okay? Libra, y'all very good about giving, but you want to make sure whatever this business is, the relationship, this connection is, that you are receiving. And you can apply it to no matter what part you are on the analogy I gave you earlier with the dogs. Are you receiving? Oh my gosh, y'all. I done did this 90 times on a couple of my videos. Are you receiving? Have you been receiving? Have you been consecutively receiving? And are you getting what you've been putting in? Things could happen. People can go through stuff. Even if they got trauma, but you got to ask yourself, if they got so much trauma to where you got to pray for strength every time, and then you're not necessarily receiving what you're supposed to, sometimes enough is enough, and you got to let people go heal on their own. Because at that point, it's almost like maybe they feeding on what you're giving them. You know what I'm saying? Just genuinely, they just feeding on it, knowingly or unknowingly, because sometimes in trauma, you don't even know you're doing the shit you're doing. And that's also bad. Because the person may not be aware, and maybe you've communicated this, right? Maybe you told the person, said the things. You're mature. And they see it as something light, but it's heavier, and they're just not getting it. They haven't got it for the last 8, 9 months, year, I'm getting. They just have not received it. And you keep, praying for God to give you the clarity and give you the things, but it's like, I'm hearing, don't teach yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Okay? Give yourself what you want, guiltless free. And if that's being on your own, being without this person, or somebody new, or a new contract, or a new company to back you to get the deal that you deserve, you do that. God will provide. Love is the most important part of the matter. Okay? It is safe for you to love and be loved. Are you really being loved? Are you really receiving? And everything you do transactionally and relationally, which is still a transaction relationship, hopefully just like corporately, hopefully that relationship wasn't transactional. There should be love. It should be flow. It should be temperance. Even when we go through things up and down, and once somebody got it and somebody don't got it, it should still be some equal flow and give and take. It should be some admiration, some appreciation, some communication, something you're receiving. And for some reason, somebody's not receiving or haven't been receiving. What else for Libra? Then I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, ask. So keep asking. Prayer is real, but also pay attention to signs and symbolism you get it. It says ask, and this is another angel. He looks so cute. It says ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. So my thing is, and I was talking to my homegirl about this, sometimes it's not us praying, God, is this my person? Or God, give me strength. Sometimes you got to explicitly say, God, show me what the fuck is going on. God, show me if these people is the right people I should be doing this deal with. God, show me if this is my person. God, show me if I'm missing something. Show me, God, what it is that I'm missing. You need to be specific in prayer. It ain't that. And also, that's the other edge of it. You being led to pray, but how are you praying and what are you saying? Yeah, God is a mind reader, but sometimes that declaration of authority and power lets spirit, God, your ancestors know, okay, now he or she is ready to get the truth and know what's best for them. Because sometimes, we do that shit as like a scapegoat, like, let me pray about it, ooh, and if they pray, if not praying, they still here, they still mine. If I pray, this still a good deal, and don't nothing change. But sometimes, like, you high-key, low-key doing it because you really don't want to make the decision, but you should be making the decision. So to make yourself feel better, you're like half-assing it. Stop half-assing it. Ask what the fuck you need from God or your angels or your ancestors or whatever the fuck you believe in, or your higher self. Is this nigga for me? Is this bitch mine? Is this nigga cheating on me? Is this bitch mine? Is this deal for me? Should I leave this company? Should I take this offer? Is this the best offer? Should I keep going? Specific. And I'm saying bitch not to be rude, and I'm saying nigga not to be rude. I don't care what race you is. It's just the street in me. At the end of the day, don't say nigga if you ain't black. I mean that shit. But explicitly ask, and you don't have to say bitch either. Explicitly ask. Like, explicitly ask. That was a funny. I don't like when other races say nigga around me. I know a lot of people do. I'm in the South. I just don't understand. I don't get that shit. And I even have my own mindset with a lot of things that are appearing in this world. But you just ain't gonna say that shit around me. However, you can take it in the context I'm saying it, because I'm black and I'm saying it. Not permission to use it, but take it in the context. And I'm just being funny right now. It's deep. It's deep, but it ain't that deep. But yeah, go, like, is this your man? Is this your wife? Is this your person? And some of y'all, it may be on a lot of end, like, dang, is this my person? We keep trying, or what are we struggling with? If this is my person, please unveil to me what do we need to work on. If this is not my person, please help me to unbind the cords and detach and move on so that we can gently go be with our person. Because we deserve love. What else do we deserve? We both deserve love. Why are we delaying? Why are we paying 8, 9 months, weeks, a year? Why are we filling out ourselves on a contract, corporately, entrepreneurially, self-employedly? Why are we not getting what we deserve and desire in that business, period? Why are we not? Y'all just got my hair cut, so it feels so weird having my neck out like this. She did a drop fade. She ate. But yeah, so why are we not doing what we need to do to receive? And the easiest thing to do is to pray to receive. So I'm gonna end it with that. It's your show, it's your life, male or female. You are ready, you are healed. Maybe this person helped you heal your wounds with your father authority, stability wounds. Maybe this contract is as well, it's like something that needs to be expanded, grown, or you need to go somewhere else. I'm not your financial lawyer, mental health counselor, nothing shit like that. Go ask God. Free will, your own decisions, you grown as fuck. Take it as it resonates. Bye.